It went well. It went well. A little while later, George called me and he was saying off the record, I should look at seeing whether I can get a business grant. So that sounds like a get your money up. We're probably going to sell it to you, to me. The last couple days, I took my boys, everybody over to Chamberlain and had them chilling over there to see if it was something that only I wanted or if they wanted to. And it seems everybody's with it. So I'm happy enough to make the move on it for now. I'm going to take my boys back over here for the next couple days. I don't want to, because there's a fine line between showing somebody that you want something and making the Saints feel like I'm trying to push them out of there. And I don't want them to feel like that and get up,
Yeah, I get that.
So I need to have further conversations with them, but it's looking good so far. I really do. I appreciate you coming through and speaking so highly of trying to get us down there.
Listen, if they haven't given trouble, let me talk to my broker that deal. I'm pretty sure pretty quickly.
Absolutely. I will do. As far as money, I'm good. I got everything I need. I don't see it being much more than $10 million, and I've pretty much got that. So,
well, sit down, amigo. I want to talk about some prospects. I want to know your take. I'm excited about it, and I want to know if it's something that you and your men would be excited about.
All right, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Let's talk. Fun.
First of all, I want to say you have to get for him. It's like it don't belong to it. I feel like it's perfect for Ballas, and it shouldn't go to anyone else.
Respect. I appreciate that. Yeah, historically, this is something that not everybody around the city knows. But before that was Family's turf, that was Kilo Tray turf, back when it was called Idlewood in Willowfield. Before the street names changed, that was Kilo Tray turf. And then the families were down on Grove Street at the time. So for my father's generation, that was Ballas turf. And I'd like to make it that again.
I have told I told all the men in our crew, I want us to throw a full support behind Dre so he can get this. Because you said something once that really inspired me. You spoke of operating, and the way we move is very cartel-like. It is a very true statement. And the way I see it, amigo, I want to grow in this manner. The cartels are powerful because they have the influence in every corner. And all the branches come back to one purpose. Not only do I want us to throw our backing behind you, Dre, to take forum, I want to even potentially take it a step further. Look around this room. There are certain weapons, really beautiful ones. And I was thinking perhaps two type, maybe just one type, but perhaps two type, would be sold exclusively through you and your men, through forum. Maybe it's the Schmack, maybe it's the MP5. I'm not sure. However, tell me, why not? Why not give the supply of, again, I'm just throwing this out, Schmack 10s to Dre, who we know is solid, we know he's not a pinche backstabber, and who understands the bigger purpose. Anyone in the city wanting to get the Schmacks, again, it could be the MP5, I'm not sure. You call Dre. That is if you and your men are interested in.
Primo, that to me, it would be a fantastic and huge honor. I would 100% accept that if that was something that you would be offering to me. Now, in terms of the one or two types, shit. Like I said the first time we walked into this room, there's two guns in here that, oh man, fits me perfectly and my family have dealt with for generations. Now, first of all, the one that I like the most being the Uzi. I love it. Gangsters roll up, roll the window down yesterday. Tow truck driver came down to Farm Drive and told us that he was going to tow all our cars. He called the cops on us, matter of fact. What did I do? Hopped in the Buffalo, wound the window down, up the Uzi, hit a drive-by on its ass. That shit felt delicious. I loved it. I want to do it more. I want all my people hitting drive-bys on.
The Uzi is very valuable and one of the best sellers. You have to understand, like, I haven't decided yet. I will make the final call, but it is entirely possible.
Absolutely. If that would be a possibility, it would be an honor. My second choice would be probably the Schmack 10 because, again, gangster as hell. I'm just unsure of its use right now. I've put it in a couple of my people's hands, and we may not being able to up it from a car and it being low caliber, 20 rounds in a mag. I'm still trying to find its place in the market. It's a tough one to place, but in terms of do I love it? Do I love it in my hand? Absolutely, 100%.
It is entirely possible. Anything is possible. I want to make this step to solidify the bond we have and to begin to or continue to work in the bigger picture. I believe you must take forum. And if you're having trouble with the Saints, senor, I believe I should try myself to try to convince them. And if that doesn't work, then we will go to different matters and we will force their hand. That is how valuable I think this movie is.
I agree with you on that, Primo.
It is.
Me and you agree.
It killed me that like the Ballas, amigo, someone like you who is almost like an institution in the city, having one house on Fudge Lane. You need a proper turf to operate and thrive in. And I'm telling you, there's no one better I know that's going to bring that place alive than yourself. So much so to solidify the alliance by, who knows, senor, making you the Uzi plug. Just like that.
Respect. It's an honor, Primo.
So I want you to tell your compas, see what they think. I know the final decision is with you, but that is what I wish to happen for the Ballas to take forum, to have our complete backing and support, whatever we can do to make you get that. If it's dollars, we'll support dollars. If you need presents, we'll come and give presents. If we need someone to sweet talk to make the deal go through, we'll do that.
Right, let's make it happen.
It's not even for forum. It's needed for the entire Coxsackie City.
Absolutely. The South Side has been a complete mess. It's been disgraceful what's happened to the South Side. It's been either gentrified or turned into some... I was down in the barrio the other day running a fade with one of the Vagos because he was a Drake fan, right? And listen, they OV-ho, so I had to OV-ho him. And I out there knocked him on his ass. He's talking about how he's into his love song. So I showed him, you know, lover boys get laid out. Did that in front of his primo, in front of his Jefe, right? And he said, after I knocked his ass out, like Jefe was telling me, hey, Dre, you know, that was a good fight, man. You have a good day. You be safe. And I'm out there like, damn. That's what the South Side's at right now.
I mean, what is the deal
Soft.
with the Vagos? These guys, like...
They just nice.
It
real
make
nice.
Me, like, if I'm telling you, man, like, I've thought so many times to look at Benny and say, Benny, fuck all this shit. Let's get some, like, yellow flags and show these pendejos how you hold down.
God.
Benny, I would love you in a yellow flag. That should be fire.
I'm telling you, amigo, or like any other flag, because, like...
Respectfully? Sorry, my bad.
Respectfully, Doc. Hey, Doc, you can't be on that grass, Doc.
See, Jefe, you need to get on my grass.
Anyway, well, listen, look, I want you to know, Dre, like, I'm fully behind you, amigo. I want us to do this. It's time for a proper takeover of the city. Right now, this stay to just you, no one else, okay? For the time
Absolutely.
being. I'm telling you this as the leader of a prominent gang in the city. And my compa, we just been having meetings earlier. We're setting up the operation. We met with Cypress. We're collabing with a man named Dio. And the shipments are going to start arriving, if all goes well, in 1 week and a half, maximum 2 weeks. When those shipments arrive, I want you to understand it will be kept in the dock. And from there, perhaps the big Uzi shipment will find its way to Forum Drive and the Ballas. And that will be a consistent thing going forward.
That's music to my ears. It really is. Now, for me to also bring you something to the table too. I actually, before I arrived here, just a moments ago, I was in a room with somebody, everybody in here knows pretty well, and his people, Jay. Jay and his new people, they approached me.
Which Ye Hobbs,
Correct.
the besties.
Correct. Now, in that room, they put me onto something they're looking to do, and that is flood the magazines market. But they have a problem. The besties are known as big dogs across the entire city. Everybody knows that they will bully the out of everybody, which means they don't get as much business as they could because people don't exactly like to do business with people that bully them. So I have some new prices on magazines that I can supply throughout the city to anybody, anytime. And to you guys, I'll make sure that you get it at the cost that I get it at. So you could be doing this too, Primo. Now, I'm going to tell you what they told me I'm going to get it for. And you, Primo, if you ask me for it, I'll make sure you get as much as possible. Now, Pip, I understand that we've been working with a plug on this before. Is she going to be happy about it? No. But is everybody's money green? Yes. And this is just it's a better deal. I can't say no to better business.
Indeed,
I'm looking at AR mags
curious.
going from what we already get them, which is $7,500. I can now get them for $5,000. Like,
Hold
that's
on,
what we're
hold on.
talking.
That's
I know.
the price that you will have to pay.
That is what I will have to pay, and I will resell for 6 or 6.5.
Okay. I will let you know that is a lot more than what we pay.
Interesting. SMGs, they said they can get me for 3,500. I've been getting them for 5.
Indeed.
Shotguns, I've been getting them for 6. I can now get them for 4. How does that line up? Still more expensive?
Yes.
Interesting.
The cost of building or ordering the mags is less, and obviously we add a profit margin on top of that. For example, one moment, let me just double check my notes.
Big cartel.
Right, for example, a 308 magazine, $3,000.
Damn.
Shotgun, 3,000.
Damn.
SMG, 3,000.
Damn.
Extended Deagle, 3,000.
Everything 3,000.
Now, the markup on price has been set by the supplier. We obviously throw in deals from time to time with bulk and stuff like that. So, yeah, so how much profit would you be looking at? Like, say, if you were to buy, a mag for 5,000, how much would you be charging extra?
About $1,000, something about around that area.
Let me ask you something. What if you were to say, I don't want that? What happened to you?
I mean, I straight up told him because it's a better price than I've ever heard. In that room right there that I was in, I was like, listen, this sounds like good business. I'll do it. So I don't know what the alternative is. I don't know what would have happened if they said no.
If you were to refuse them, then what?
No idea. Don't know. They didn't say. We didn't have that conversation.
I will say that it will be very useful to have another plug, even if it is slightly more expensive to produce.
Agreed. I can definitely agree with that. I will be
saying they are maximizing their profits from that. Like, they're pretty much charging double for what it will cost them to build the mag.
See, they are, yes. So they're making money off of me flipping them. But like the street price, I've not heard these prices on the streets at all. And I'm pretty tapped in with motherfuckers.
Indeed. No, they are prices.
Like the price on the street is like 7,500 for an AR mag, 5 for an SMG, and 6 for a shotgun.
Indeed.
That's the best I've heard. And now I'm hearing better ones. And you guys...
No, I mean, that's what it is. It's 5. That's what I tell everyone. It's 5 for SMG. Isn't that like standard? Yeah,
absolutely. I agree. I think so, yes. And something to bring to you a bit of information is they want me to sell SMG mags at 4,500. They want to undercut.
They want to sell SMG. If they want you to sell the SMGs for 45.
Yeah.
Now, if you did that, it would hurt our business.
And see, then I've got a problem with it. Now, what I don't have a problem with is telling them that I'm selling them at 4,500 and actually selling them at 5,000. And then I still make some more money and see what happens. And if they got a problem with me selling at normal market prices, that'd be interesting. I think they want to undercut just so that they get more business. I don't think it's to slight people. That's the vibe I got, is that they want more business to happen. And they've been lacking on sales for the reasons that I said before. Not for their price reasons, but the reasons of people don't really be hitting the besties up for stuff because they spend most of the day shooting them down. So they're not probably
they hit us up. They hit us up instead.
Yeah, exactly.
Edgar, you did say though, and you have been saying when we started moving stuff that people are welcome to go out there and find their another plug, but our prices are $5,000. So it wouldn't hurt us too much. We've already taken a hit on that, I suppose, by just suggesting that they should go and find magazines at different prices.
Sure, you did say if you find a better price, then I should take it.
See, I tell everyone that is like my little selling shtick.
Because you don't expect people to have a better price. I understand.
Exactly. I don't want to like praise them. And also because I knew in my head that like, I know that that's the best price. I know they're not going to find elsewhere. They'll go look around and then they'll be like, okay, he give the best price, $5,000. Because when we sell the SMGs, we sell with them the magazines. It's a big part of the profits. Now, Besties, I suppose, is coming to you, and I'm understanding now that they're like the magazine plug, and they're saying sell ours for 4,500.
Yeah, they're saying that I can and I should to get more sales. Now, yes.
Listen, the prices that people just told you, that is like not to leave this room. That is for your mind only. Not even it's like nobody can know that.
We have that understanding, Primo. You don't need to worry about me with leaking information. There's a lot of stuff that you've already told me, and you know that's not going away.
That is like a private favor that, let's say, somebody is doing for me specifically, and like that is, for your ears only here.
I understand. It goes nowhere.
Indeed.
Not even my own people, my closest people.
Saying,
Yeah. It does. But I understand you saying it because I do the same thing with my people when I tell them something that they need to not say. They know not to, but I see a lot of similarities between myself and you, Primo, in the sense that some things that don't need to be said do need to be said, just in case. I get it.
No. Like it's not like a mistrusting. Maybe that was like understood as, hey, this is something that like you and your
No,
guys
I'm
should
saying
know.
I
just
do the
want-
same thing. I completely
See,
understand
see.
what you're saying. Yeah, I completely
See.
understand.
So like again, like what is the step moving forward? Like is the mood that they giving you? Hey, listen, you have no choice. You're gonna sell it for this price or else. Is that the vibe you're getting?
No, the vibe I was getting was they want to do business. They want to do a lot of business. I don't think they'll care what I'm selling them for as long as I'm getting business. If I'm not getting business, I guess they'll probably go to somebody else to try and do it. That's the kind of vibe I got. I don't think it would be...
They're getting a new
I don't
CEO.
think they're trying to
That
kill me.
CEO
I
is
think they're
something.
trying to see whether I can actually be a plug
Yeah.
for the magazines and see if I can sell more than they have.
I think it's definitely an opportunity you should take. Honestly, even though the profit margin isn't as big as say ours, I think that's something that you should take.
Yeah, look at it this way, right? It not only builds that bridge in terms of doing business, but it makes it more likely where maybe they see us and they're looking to have a lick and it's the besties. Like, I'm under no illusions. I've already shown, I'm willing to put ego down. They would crush 90% of the city if they wanted to. So having that as a reasonable connection between us is probably
They
a good
can
thing.
if people have a crushable spirit.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Absolutely. And my people, we'll slide on anybody. I mean, when they hit a drive-by on the block, Dickhead did it. I mean, you saw what happened. And then the time before that, I mean, I was on the truck with Pip and Hassan and those guys when he did it last time too, when we slid. So got no problem going back at him. But at the same time, you got to understand big dogs are big dogs. And sometimes you want to at least have a favor to cash in with the big dog sometimes. It's just smart.
Okay, that is
So-
very interesting. When are you going to give an answer?
I'm going to start making deals with them probably after I've got the forum situation sorted. I need to be keeping this cash all stacked up. Before I spend any, I need to make sure that I get forum locked down first. After that, then I can start making moves on that. Now, as far as it affecting your business, I mean, brother, just straight up, I'm not going to sell them for under 5 if it's going to affect your business whatsoever. So I'll get them at 3.5 from those guys and sell them for 5. No problem. I'm not affecting your business badly. I'm not going to do that. Do you sell other
Okay.
magazines or just SMGs?
No, I just do SMGs.
All right, cool. Easy.
I sell all types.
Yeah. It would negatively affect your business if I sold them for less than you sell them for?
Well, naturally.
Yeah, obviously there'll be a little bit of a dip.
Yeah.
However, there will also be moments, where it is not convenient to get them from you, and they might have to come to us and pay a little bit extra, or vice versa. They might not be able to get it from us, and they come to you and get it a little cheaper.
Absolutely. Oh, an interesting way to do this. See, this is where the cartel aspect comes into it. So maybe we got a customer, right? They want magazines, but they don't with you. Then they're going to naturally come to me. But maybe we got a customer where you don't with them and you don't want to do business with them. So maybe then you send them to me and vice versa.
Yeah.
So you can now
They-
pick and choose who you do business with. And if you don't with them, then maybe you send them my way. Or let me know. Maybe don't mention my name to them. Well, I'll do it that way. If anybody I don't with wants to do business, I will let you know that they're looking for business. And you can decide whether you deal with them. What you think?
Well, this is what I'm like, and this is me talking strictly business. Okay, talking strictly business, like all feelings, humanity out of it. If we just talk raw business.
Don't worry about my feelings, Primo. Just say
Okay.
it.
See, I'm talking strictly business here. It's like, it's become clear to me that we have a competitor in the market because Pip is my guy. And if he's in the market, then someone right now is fall behind, and now they're trying to go, and it's unclear if they're trying to strong arm or not. They want them to sell it. Now, if we were to set up, say, someone with the ability to sell Uzis in the city, if at the same time they're selling Uzis for us but taking away magazine sales, it wouldn't make sense. It's like the person will have to decide like which side do they want to work on and work for. Does that make sense? So it wouldn't make sense to give like Uzis to individual who is actively assisting our competitors at the same time. There's like a contradiction there.
Yeah. They say, yeah, agreed. I was
You know
coming
what
to
I'm
you on
saying?
this
There is
thinking,
there
I
is
didn't know you had
so
a better price on mags than this is basically why I was coming to you on this. So it's, this is straight out of left field for me. I didn't know you had a better price than that.
It's a conflict of interest. Like if like you wish to sell the magazines and you can make a good price on it and you can become the point of contact for the entire city, then it's like it wouldn't make sense for me to take something like the ability to manufacture and distribute Uzis to the people who is now the magazine competitor.
Understood. Agree. And that to me would be more important than any sort of magazine sales. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, listen, I've been saying this. As far as connections, I'm trying to keep them few and far between. And I'm all in on this cartel. I mean, I have been from the start.
I wouldn't take offensive. Like the magazine stuff made more sense because again, like the besties is big dogs. It would not be a bad ally for a person to have. But if that were the case, that a person is supposed to, sell the magazines for a competitor, then I would have to withdraw the Uzi thing because in my estimation that is of such exceptional rarity and value. The thing is, you have to understand the quantity of the Uzis will not be as much, but you may be flooded with thousands of magazines, thousands. However,
if I was worried about
sale,
good connections, then my head would be in all the wrong places. I'm not interested in dollars over connections. And what you say about having an ally with the besties would be a good thing. Yes, it would. But at the same time, would I expect them to never rob my people and around with my people, even if we were doing business with this? No, I trust you guys way more over than with that. Like, I've got the connection with you already. I'm not trying to fit up over going into competition with you for business. If I could work with you, fantastic. That's what I want to do. I want to work with you. I don't want to be working against you. What's up, Fredo?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Andre. You were not bringing this up.
Speak up, Freddy.
When you first brought this up, that was as a benefit to us, correct? Like you could hook us up, correct?
Yeah, I thought I had a better price than you had because you said go and find a better price.
So for him, it's not so much that he wants to do this if as a competition to us. It just he has this thing that he thought was valuable to us, and we happen to have something even better. So we don't really need that, but that's what he was offering.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got like an idea. Like, if you were to lower the price or bring the prices down, we could potentially match that. So we stay competitive, and we would still be making a decent profit. However, that is going to lower the market significantly, as in like the profit margin. We have the prices, and we're pretty much set on them, and we have been for months now. We offer small discounts here and there for bulk orders, but the prices are set. I just worry that in the future it might bring the overall market down, and or at least the pricing.
Yeah,
So
undercutting is just a race to the bottom for sure.
See, I don't think we should do that. I don't think we should. If they want to do 45, let them do 45. I don't want to cut lower.
Indeed, I agree. I was just letting you know that if we did, we would still be making profit.
So
it would just be less.
So Pip, just so that we're both on the same page, you're saying that you're considering maybe matching the prices that the besties gave me?
At least the sale prices, yeah. There's no way that we could.
Wait, what price is that, amigo? We're not going lower than 5. This is just
okay.
There's no way we're going lower than 5.
Exactly, and that is the same way we are dealing with all the other mags. We will give slight discounts to bulk orders, but the pricing stays the same. Like, for example,
right, understood.
Like the street prices you mentioned earlier, the 308 would be 7.5, and you would be thinking about selling it for how much?
The 308 would be 7.5. So I would pay 5, and then they were saying sell them for like 6 or 6.5. So it'd be undercutting by $1,000 each. That's what they're looking to do. And what you were asking, Primo, about if I don't do it, what vibe did I get? I don't think they're gonna hurt me. I think they're gonna go to the next person and try and get the next person to undercut too.
Yeah, which makes me think that it's better that we have Andre doing it, because at least then we have an ally there that we can, or we can even sell the mags at a price that we set. We don't have to adhere to what the besties say, as long as they don't get rid of it. And once they do, they'll probably be pissed.
Hey, listen, I think they would. But more importantly to me, just to make this very clear and put this on the table, is I'm not becoming a competitor to you guys. That's not going to happen. I'm working with you guys. And what you just said to me, like I said, it's an honor. The Uzi opportunity to me is worth its weight in gold. Like that.
See,
is something
for me,
that
like you will have to make
you
will have to make a choice. It would either be that or the other one. Like
there is no choice for me. It's just, there is no choice for me. Just so you understand, like I'm working with you on this. I'm not working against you.
Okay. I've got an idea here. Edgar. Like, you can stop me. How about if we would give him the Uzis. We can also hook him up with SMG mags at our prices for specifically the Uzi. Not all mags, just the Uzi. That way you would be making far more profit from that specific mag. Your profit margin would double, almost triple.
I'll let you think about that. You don't need to give an answer right now. Again, it's an honor that you guys are even considering doing this sort of business with me. So I'm going to let you guys think on it and get your heads together. You don't need to come up with an answer in front of me. I understand that this is something for you guys to think on. I see what you're bringing to me. And again, like, you're showing me so much respect. I'm
thinking big picture. I'm thinking how to grow our influence all over.
Absolutely.
And to
me
have
too.
a really tight union, and by putting one of our most valuable, literally our most valuable asset on the table, and not even on the table, putting it in a friend's lap and saying, this yours now, you move with this and we back you to take form. All this other stuff is I just see is like petty competition that other people are trying to like get in, and I'm not for it. So let's make sure you get forum, and once you get forum, let's work to set this up. Now, everything I'm saying, I still want to say is like 90% sure, okay? It is the germ of an idea that I've been wanting to happen for a while now, but nothing is 100% certain currently.
Yeah, understood.
Pass. Okay. Let's conclude here. And
Edgar, I need you to stay here.
no, I will.
Yeah, I'll look him out.
Okay.
All right, beautiful. Hey, appreciate you, Primo. It's an honor.
Amigo, this beginning of something massive, I'm telling you.
It really is. I agree.
All those names, amigo, that's all has-beens as far as I see. It's time for something new, amigo.
Yes, it is.
A new order. I see you soon, okay?
All right. See you soon, Primo. See you, Pip. Appreciate you.
Take care, Andre. Have a good one, bro.
They understand I'm not trying to, right?
I think he didn't understand at first why you were bringing this up.
Okay.
Like, because he might have thought you already knew it was, he had access to really advanced.
No, I have no. Yeah.
And at the same time, I think I don't need to tell you that Pip probably told you more than he should have. So.
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
I wouldn't worry about it. Okay. Good one.
Yeah. All right. Appreciate you. Fight out.